because where I'm going, I'm not going to find pregnant. Good evening, everyone, from the Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio. Welcome once again to Beavercreek Battling Beaver Hockey. My name is Kent Jacobs. I'm along here with our producer engineer Dave Van Den Bosch. Just to let you folks know, the lateness of the game is because of the previous games going a little over time, so that's why we are a little bit behind. It was supposed to be a 4:50 puck drop, and now we're looking more at about 5:20. But we appreciate everybody joining us tonight. There's Saturday night hockey. It is round one of the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League Conference Tournament. And the opening game of this tournament, the Alder Knights, the number one seed, knocked off the Troy Trojans, the fourth seed, by a score of 4-1. Beavercreek is third seeded in this tournament. The Springboro Panthers, tonight's opponent, are second ranked. The odd circumstance between these two teams this season is the record that the Beavers have against Springboro, 0-5 against the Panthers, but 2 or 3 of those games were 1-goal games. They were all close, but the Panthers able to knock off the Beavers every time so far this season. So Coach Gutterman and the Beavers hoping that tonight they can turn the tide. And Coach Gutt says if they win tonight and advance in the league tournament, none of those other 5 games really matter. So that's the message that he had for his team tonight. The Beavers are coming into this game with a record of 14 wins, 12 losses, 5 ties, a 5-3 record in the conference. The Beavers are ranked 50th out of 65 teams in the Ohio High School Athletic Association. They've scored 99 goals and given up 74. The Springboro Panthers come in with a record of 17 wins, 8 losses, and no ties, 5-2 record in the Swashel. They have scored 100 goals and given up 75. So very, very closely matched between these two teams. Now the starting lineup. Here's the Beavers starting lineup. Zach Van Den Bosch, Matt Haywood playing defense. There's Evan Schrader as a forward. Liam Corrigan at forward. Chase Newroth, the starting center. And Big Horseman is in goal for the Beavers. Now the starting lineup for the Springboro Panthers. Gavin Belanger is starting. Cannon Boom Boom Brown. Peyton Johnson. Talon Kilgore. Grayson Sanders, high-scored forward. Landon Schroeder will start in goal for the Springboro Panthers. And now, everyone, from Kettering Ice Arena, here is the playing of our national anthem. Beavercreek Beavers are coached by Greg Gutterman. Assistant coaches Brad Lloyd, Cam Quick, Pete Sandus, Andy Cruzy, Matt Mishno, Austin Coleman. The Springboro Panthers coached by Kyle Miklas and assisted by Jeremy Ciarelli. The Beavers are in their road all-black uniforms with the white and orange trim. The Springboro Panthers are in their home white sweaters with their royal blue trunks, and they've got silver or gray trim. The officials for tonight's game are Rob Hoppy and Leon Waltz. Gabe Horseman in the goal crease to our left for the Beavers to start the first period. Landon Schroeder in the goal crease to our right for the Panthers. Chase Newroth against Grayson Sanders to face off this game as referee Rob Hoppy drops the puck and actually pulled the trigger of kind of faked him out on the first drop. Puck is dropped, and here's Boom Boom Brown, and a rink-wide pass. Now Kilgore at center stumbles. He gets the puck over to Sanders over the Beaver line. He's ridden into the end boards by Evan Schrader. Puck kicks loose. Here comes Matt Haywood over the Springboro line. He has his pocket picked. Here's a shot at the Beaver net, wide by Belanger. Brown a shot, and that's blocked in front. Puck tipped over to the far boards. Now it ricochets to center. Brown will play it. Brown to Johnson. Hands it off. There's a shot that's caught by Gabe Horseman. That was off the stick. It popped up high, and Big Hoff's able to pick it off. Gifford back on now. Mikey Murrow. We've got Hopkins on now for Springboro, as well as Keys. From the face-off, puck is tipped into the corner for the Beavers by Ethan Malik. Play behind the Beavercreek net now. We're just underway, 1:15 into the first period. 0-0. Beavercreek in the black uniforms, Springboro in the white sweaters, blue trunks. Ethan Malik behind his own net. Off to the right wing. Now for Briding, off his stick. Stolen at center by Mikey Murrow. Mikey will circle all the way back behind his own net. Pass to center is broken up there for the Beavers by Curve Miller and dumped in the Springboro zone. Warren Keys tied up with Evan Schrader. Puck kicks free. After it is Newroth, high scoring player for the Beavers. Centering pass for Schrader, and he tipped it wide. Nice play though for the Beavers. And Schrader's tip was just wide of the Springboro net. Here is Tyler Callander of Beavercreek. Dumps behind the Panther net. Schroeder sets it up for Gifford along the wall. Gifford to Sanders, off his stick to center, stolen by Haywood. Haywood's pass is broken up. Loose puck at center. Sanders after it, poke checked away. Loose puck Belanger over the Beaver line. Sidesteps a check and now lost the puck behind it. Loose puck far corner of the Beaver zone. There's a centering pass that's broken up by goaltender Gabe Horseman. 3 minutes into the first period, 0-0. Shot at the Beaver net, pad save. Rebound picked up for Beavercreek by Haywood. Matt Haywood racing to center on right wing over the Springboro line. Shot, pad save by Landon Schroeder. Rebound Miller, couldn't control it. It pops up over the glass off a stick and we'll have a face-off. We got Johnson, Sanders, and who else on now? Coming on for the Beavers, we've got Schrader, and we've got Corrigan. Callander, a shot, is off the stick, and we got Chase Newroth out there, as well as Zach Briding. Now for the Panthers, who's racing Sanders the other way. Centering, there's a shot, and it hit the goal post. That was shot by, I think, Luke Harold. Now Grayson Sanders for the Panthers. Back to Harold, poke checked away. One man back, Corrigan, and a nice play by Boom Boom Brown. That his clearing pass is stolen by Curve Miller, a shot, and it's blocked. Centering pass by Newroth to Briding, shot, pad save, rebound, Curve Miller in the corner. Trying to steal the puck away from Briding was Luke Harold. Puck kicks free now to, looks like Johnson. Clears it all the way down the ice, and it'll be icing against Springboro. We got Huss, we got Keys, we got Detmer, we got Murrow, and we've got, I can't see the other player for Springboro. Miller, Alfaro, Malik, and Vandenboss and Haywood are on now for Beavercreek. Detmer hands the puck off for Mikey Murrow. Over the Beaver line, centering pass, tipped wide. From behind the net, another centering pass. Drop back to the left point, Oren Keys. Keys, pass over to the right point intended for Huss. Huss will chip it behind the net. for Detmer. It comes free in front, and it was just laying there in the slot. It's picked up for the Beavers by Miller. Herb Miller will dump it in the Panthers zone and then leave on a line change. 9:40 to go, first period, 0-0. Liam Corrigan for Beavercreek. Behind the Springboro net, centers. Backhand whack at it by Schrader is broken up. Huff gets between a couple of Beavers, drops it off. No, he leaves it and fires as he entered into the Beaver zone. Pad saves for Horseman. Here it is, Matt Haywood for Beavercreek. Haywood to Newroth, back to Haywood. Along the wall, back to Newroth. Newroth shooting wide of the net. Herb Miller trying to center the puck, but fanned on it pass. And the Panthers clear it. Beavers come back. Alfaro over the Springboro line, fans on a shot. Loose puck picked up by Murrow. And that's not Murrow, it's 95, not 25. It's Cannon Brown. Here comes the Cannon. He hands it off to, I couldn't read the number. Now the puck is chipped down the ice by the Beavers, and Brown will go back to get it. 8 minutes to go in the period. No score. Belanger touch pass over to teammate Hopkins, and it's tipped back to him. Beavers cleared all the way down the ice. Will be icing against Beavercreek. Kilgore, Sanders up front for Springboro. Malik is now on for Beavercreek along with Schrader. Malik takes the draw against Grayson Sanders. Malik wins it. Beavers clear the puck to center. Brown, his pass intercepted and cleared back down all the way behind the Springboro net. Belanger pass to center for Kilgore. He's tied up by Zach Vandenbos. Loose puck at the Springboro line is dumped in on net by Vandenbos, turned aside by Landon Schroeder to the far boards. From the rebound, Sanders hands it off to Belanger over the Beaver line. Centering from behind the net, and it's a shot pad saved by Smith. Now the Beavers come back. Malik, one man back. Malik gets a shot. Ethan Malik with a great move, and he's able to sweep a shot up into the upper far corner of the Springboro net, and the Beavers lead it 1-0. .45 to go in the period. Here is Chase Newron. His shot in and out of the mitt of Schroeder. Rebound near board. Schrader fighting for it. Puck tipped to center after it. Tyler Callander being shadowed by Peyton Johnson. Drops it off past the center. Intercepted by Dave Huss. He rifles one from the red line at center, and it's caught by Horseman. He drops it off. Back come the Beavers. There's a shot by Chase Newroth, and it's off the stick of Schroeder and over the glass. No announcement yet on that goal. I wanted to see who the if they had any assists. Why not? Kent Jacobs with you, along with our producer engineer Dave Vandenmoss from Kettering Ice Arena. Round 1 of the Swashel tournament. There's Grayson Sanders. He's got
assisted by number 8, Matthew Haywood. Ethan Malik from Matthew Haywood.
So there's the announcement on the goal. Malik from Haywood, and here's Malik almost getting a breakout. That's broken up by Cannon Brown. Matt Haywood got the assist on the Malik goal. For Springboro, Charlie Detmer had a big shot here a few moments ago that was off the shoulder of Big Haas. I call him Big Haas, Gabe Horseman, 6'6". And that's not with his skates on. With his skates on, he's probably about 7'2". There's a shot, pad save, turned aside by Horseman. Detmer in the corner. Centers one, it's broken up. He's trying to chase New off the center, gets it over to Corrigan. He shoots at the Borough net, and it's a stick save by Schroeder. Puck cleared to center. Played by Tyler Calander, and dumps it back in the Springboro zone. Back to get it is Luke Harrell. Pass over the Beaver line, a shot by Tyler Calander for Beavercreek. To Haywood behind his own net. Up to Austin Alfaro, hands it up to Ethan Malik over the Springboro line, shooting off the skate line. Loose puck, Malik, a shot, pad save by Schroeder. Panthers clear the zone. Back to get it is Matt Haywood. Beavercreek in all black leads it 1-0. Here comes Tyler Calander racing across center. Poke check by Huss as he crossed over into the Springboro zone. Now Calander will dump it back in again. Here comes Oren Keys for Springboro. This pass off a stick, dumped back in by Newron. Huss chips it to center for Johnson. Give and go Sanders over the Beaver line. Poke checked away by Breiting. Here comes Breiting for the Beavers. Over the Springboro line, he'll chip it in. Oren Keys back to get it. 2:50 to go in the period. Beavers lead 1-0. Oren Keys and Austin Alfaro fight for the puck. Alfaro dumps it behind the Panther net. Back is Huss. Head manning Sanders. Sanders up ahead. Harold shot, stick save by Horseman. Rebound behind the net. Detmer. Poke checked away. Loose puck near boards. Held in at the blue line. There's a shot by Sanders, blocked. Detmer spins and shoots, and that's blocked. Sanders far corner. Harassed by two Beavers. Still has it. Looking to make a play from behind the net. Drops it back left point. Here's Brown. Back to Sanders. Left wing circle. And a pass back to Brown off his stick to center. Panthers have to leave the zone. 1:50 to go in the period. 1-0 Beavers. Cleared to center, and it's iced by the Beavers. Some commotion down there. I don't know if the Beaver bench or some of the fans over there wanted a penalty for something. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I can't see over in that corner. Minute 43 to go in the period. From the draw in the Creek zone. Shot at the net and a pad save by Horseman. And Gabe will hold on to it. Oh, now we do have a penalty on the play. 2 minutes for charging on Ethan Malik of Beavercreek, it appears. Don't hear charging called too often. Referee Leon Waltz says, hurry it up. Time constraints. Puck cleared away from the draw by Haywood. Shorter sets it up behind the net for Huss. Here come the Panthers. Huss, long pass at center to Cerisi, and it's off his stick and cleared away. Now a long shot as Dave Huss re-enters the Beaver zone. It's high and wide. Mikey Murrow in the corner, shadowed by Matt Haywood. Pass to off the side of the net now. Now there's a centering pass for Belanger, poke checked away to center ice. And here is Chase Newroth with the Beavers, short-handed. Firing, and a stick save by Schroeder. Forward to center from the carom of the end boards to Matt Haywood. Haywood will dump it all the way back into the Burrow zone. Belanger for Standards, left wing into the Beaver zone. Standards, 15 seconds left in the period. There's a chance for Belanger. Fires, and it's off a body in front wide. Dave Huss a shot. And with 4 seconds left in the period, Horseman is able to catch the puck. It'll be a face-off in the Beaver zone, left wing circle. 4.9 seconds left in the period. Here's a chance for Huss. Gets it over to Brown. Shot, and it's right on. Pad save by Horseman, and that'll do it for period number 1. An exciting goal by Ethan Malik, set up by Matt Haywood. And that's where we're at after 1 period of play. Beavercreek 1 and Springboro nothing. Dave, what are your shots? So our shots that we have tallied up here, our producer engineer Dave Vandenboss has got Springboro 11, Beavercreek 7. Let me take a look and see if we have any chat messages. Hold on, everybody.
1, 2, 3, 3. Here you go. Everybody you got. Let's go.
Okay, everybody, let's read some of our chat messages. Nice to hear from everybody, whether you're a Beaver fan or a Springboro fan. We'd like to hear from you. Our pal Nancy Jeske says, good luck, Beavers. And also, Brenda Haybarker says, keep it going, Beavers. Ricky Henderson, hey, Ricky, says, let's go Creek. Philander Beatty says, go Creek. And Ben Drake says, let's go Creek. And Philander Beatty says, Cousin Anders is looking for a shout out for Kent, from Kent. Hey, Cousin Anders, how you doing? Great to have you with us on this Saturday night. It's a good start for the Beavers. They lead at 1-0. Nice to hear from everybody. Play is underway here in the second period. Play in the Beavercreek zone. Dave Huss, a shot, pad saved by Horseman. Sanders was trying to get a tip on that. Again, Springboro is the home team in this game as they're the higher seed in the conference. They finished second, the Beavers finished third, so Springboro in their home white sweaters, blue trunks, the Beavers in their all black uniforms. Gabe Horseman in goal for Beavercreek. Landon Schroeder for Springboro. Cannon Brown, number 95 for Springboro, over the Beaver line. Tried to pass it ahead, but it's picked off by Malik. Here's Malik being fought off by Belanger. Belanger steals the puck. Gavin Belanger, and that's spelled like Belanger, but it is a French pronunciation. Now we have a penalty on the play. Somebody is off to the cooler, and it is, I believe it is Mr. Belanger, who we were just speaking about. We should get an announcement on the penalty. There was a cross check. There's been one penalty in this game so far, and it was on Beavercreek, a charging minor last period that was killed off. Beavers on a power play, looking to double their lead. They're up 1-0. Lou Roth tries to center the puck. It's broken up to center right. Lou Roth, number 21, over the Borough line. The high scorer for the Beavers this season. Drops it back, right point, moving in, firing, and a shot taken by, that was Vandenbach wide. Now there's another shot at the net by Newroth. Pad save by Schroeder. Schroeder scrambles out of the crease to cover the puck. Beavers a frantic rush toward the Springboro net. A couple of shots by Newroth, shot by Vandenbos, but Schroeder able to keep it out. From the draw in the Springboro zone, Matt Haywood. That was Gavin Belanger for the cross check. A minute left in the Beaver power play. Matt Haywood, left point, moves in, fires, and it's a blocker pad save by Schroeder, and the net comes loose for Springboro, I think. Or do we have a penalty? Do we have a penalty coming up here?
Cross check.
Oh. Looks like Ethan Malik again, his second penalty of the game, a cross check. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for 51 seconds, and then Springboro will have a 1-and-9-second power play. Face off right wing circle of the Beavercreek zone. Grayson Sanders wins it back to Huss. Huss, right point, fires, pad save by Horseman. Oh, they called it interference, okay. Shot at the Beaver net, deflected off to the corner and cleared to center. Huss will shoot it back in on goal, stick save, Horseman. He hands it off to Drew Vandenbos, or rather Zach Vandenbos. Zach checked along the boards by Sanders, got it to center ice. And it's cleared back in by Sanders, or to Sanders, but it's offside at the Beaver blue line. Face-off will be on the Springboro side of center ice. Or no, they're actually going to do it right at the center face-off circle on the red line. Corrigan against Sanders. Corrigan wins the draw, back to Miller. It's between his skates. It's chipped into the Beaver zone by Sanders. He's after it. Fighting for it with Calander. It's kicked off to the far boards for Harold. Harold ridden into the boards. Loose puck. Sanders tried to work in front of the Beaver net, but was poke checked away. Now Johnson centers to Sanders, and it was off his stick. Didn't get a good shot off. Springboro now on a power play for 50 seconds. Grayson Sanders being checked by Corrigan. Into the Beaver zone. Sanders drops it back to Brown, back to Sanders. Shot blocked by Big Hoff. Gabe Horseman will hold on to it. Has to be a little discouraging for shooters to look at that Beaver net and just see that mountain of a guy. Big Haas guarding that net. Here's Peyton Johnson. Near corner of the Beaver zone center as it comes back to the left point. There's a shot by Brown. That's blocked. Loose puck in front of the Beaver net. Belanger picks it up. He pulls the trigger, and it's off of the pad of Horseman. And now the Beavers clear the puck to center ice. Belanger to Johnson. Johnson dumps it in. Back Haywood for Beavercreek. Penalty killed off. Both teams now at full strength. Haywood over the Springboro line. A shot. It's blocked wide. 10:20 to go, second period. Beavercreek in the all black leads it 1-0. Here is a backhand shot by Chase Newroth and a save made by Schroeder. Shot by Breiting steered aside. Puck cleared to the center red line, dumped back in by Vandenbos. Panthers will look to start out. There's a pass intercepted by Malik, but couldn't control it. Now he chases it down in the corner of the Springboro zone. Malik trying to wrap it around, a shot, pad save, and the rebound is carried out by Harrell. Here comes Luke Harrell over the Beaver line. He's checked by Corrigan along the far boards. Or check that, that's Curve Miller. Curve Miller clears the puck up ahead to Malik. Over the Springboro line, trying to fight off Detmer. And he's steered behind the net and loses control of the puck, and it's cleared away to center. Vandenbos carries back in for Beavercreek. Puck Huss, or check that, Keys, Oren Keys for Springboro. His pass up ahead is shipped right back behind the Springboro net. Loose puck, Calander for Beavercreek from the left point, shot blocked. From behind the net, Newroth looking to make a play. Newroth, he's got Corrigan in front, he's got Schrader in front. His pass to center for Corrigan, pad save, rebound! They score! Chase Newroth! Initial shot by, I believe, Corrigan was off of Schroeder and pinged off the goalpost. And Newroth was there on the far side beyond the goal, and he is able to whistle in a rebound, and the Beavers now lead it 2-0. 8:20 to go in the period, so we're approaching the midway point of the game. There's a shot by Curve Miller and save made by Schroeder. Puck cleared into the Beaver zone. Back is Grayson Sanders. Rims it around to the far side. Here's a blast by Brown. Now another shot by Johnson. Another shot on the second rebound. And they score. And that's Charlie Detmer on a second rebound. There were two shots that Horseman stopped both of them, but third time's a charm for Charlie Detmer, and he puts the Panthers on the board now. They trail it 2-1. Now here's Mikey Murrow over the Beaver line. Murrow checked by Vandenbosch. Loose puck, Newroth trying to carry out of his own zone. He slides it to center, still has it.
Beavercreek goal 831, number 21, Chase Newroth, from number 19, Liam Corrigan. Chase Newroth from Liam Corrigan. Springboro goal of 756 by number 3, Charlie Detmer. Assisted by number 77, Grayson Sanders, and number 16, David Huss. Charlie Detmer from Grayson Sanders and David Huss.
There is the announcement of the two goals. The Beaver goal by Newroth, assisted by Corrigan, as we thought. And now the Springboro goal was Detmer, assisted by Sanders and Huff. 6:50 to go in the second period. Beavercreek and the All Black lead it 2-1. There's Gavin Belanger at center, dumping in the Beaver zone. Ricochets behind the net, played by the Beavers' Matt Haywood. Long pass. Get through everybody all the way down the ice. And it's icing against Beavercreek. Six and a half minutes to play in the period. Here's Belanger. He'll tip it into the near corner of the Beaver zone. Tyler Calander plays it. Calander pass along the far side for Miller. Chips it to center. Now it's dumped back in the Beaver zone. Cleared out by Brighting to Malik, but a pass to him is up over, off a stick and over the glass. Got a message from from Calander Beatty, says, yay, thanks Kent for the shout out, cousin Anders. And Diana Calander, hi Diana, says, go Tiny and Tyler. Your mom and baby brother are cheering you on from St. Louis. Hey, go Blues. Yeah, I'm a monstrous St. Louis Blues fan. Ever since 1979. How about that? When I picked the Blues up on KMOX radio out of St. Louis. Happy 17th birthday tomorrow to Tyler. So how about that, Tyler Calander? Going to be having a 17th birthday tomorrow. Pass into the Beaver zone. Pad save, and just missing on the rebound was Harold. Boy, oh boy, that was golden opportunity. Now a shot by Newroth is in and out of the mitt of Schroeder, and that almost went in under the crossbar. Oh, a minute ago, a shot pad saved by Horseman, and the rebound came right to Harold, but there's a shot at the Beaver net. Point blank by Sanders, and Horseman able to stop it. But Harold's tip on that rebound was just wide. He had that near half of the Beaver net open. Just missed it. 5:19 to go in the period. Beavers lead at 2-1. Goals by Malik and Newroth. For Springboro, it's been Detmer. Ethan Malik for Beavercreek. It's past Belanger over the Springboro line, working in front, and he's checked actually by the goalie Schroeder as he moved right in front of the net, and then we have something happen in the corner. I can't see over there. Did we have a penalty? I believe we do. A tripping minor against the Panthers. So, Beavercreek on a power play, leading at 2-1. Here's Matt Haywood off to the left wing circle. Newroth shooting, blocked. Gets it back. Newroth check along the boards. Newroth gets the puck back from behind the net. Backhanded. It's Newroth, the power play goal on a backhand shot. And the Beavers regain their 2-goal lead now at 3-1. Second goal of the game for Chase Newroth. Four and a half to go in the period. Pass at center for the Panthers. Peyton Johnson, the shot wide of the Beaver net. He chases it down from behind the cage. Looks to throw it in front, but it's grabbed by goalkeeper Horseman, and he'll hold on to it. Galander, Vandenbosch on for the Beavers, along with Malik back on, Miller, Alfaro. We got Brown, we got Murrow, we got Kilgore, we got Huss, and I can't read the number of the Panther way over toward the boards. Newroth's goal unassisted shot at the Beaver net, saved by Horseman, and he'll cover the rebound at the top of the crease. Sanders, Harold, Detmer back on for Springboro, along with Huss, and who else we got? We got Boom Boom out there. Cannon Brown, Beavercreek, Malik, and we got Vandenbosch. Here's Hicks, Grayson Sanders, a shot at the Beaver net, right in front of the cage, and he flipped it wide. He was trying to go high over the shoulder or over the glove of Horseman, but just got a little bit too much of an angle on his stick blade and flipped it high. Puck cleared into the Springboro zone. Huss drops it off. Pass at center is intercepted by Brighting, but now the Panthers clear it to center. It's picked up there by Malik. Malik has his pocket picked. Back come the Panthers. Here is Huss. He is stood up as he tried to move in on the Beaver net, and the Beavers come away with the puck. Now Detmer steals it and carries back in the Beaver zone, but it's offside, and the Springboro bench says no. They did not think that it was offside. The referees Waltz and Hoppy have the final word on that. Face off just outside the Beaver blue line, 3:01 to play in the second. Beavers in all black lead at 3-1. Panthers are going to hope to try to cut this lead going into the third period. They don't want to be down by 2 While the Beavers, if they can get the next goal of the game, they will be in a catbird seat. Here comes Warren Keys, K-I-E-S. Warren Keys pass to center to Mikey Murrow. Leaves it for Gifford. Gifford over the Beaver line, but lost the handle. Beavers clear the puck to center. Corrigan. Corrigan checked. Puck back behind the Beaver net. Brighting starts out. Brighting, pass off his stick to center. Intercepted by Keys of Springboro. His pass broken up by Schrader and cleared back behind the Springboro net. It's icing against Beavercreek, so the face-off in the Beaver zone. 2:08 to play in the second. Sanders, Harold, Brown on for, along with Sanders and Detmer and Belanger for Springboro. Beavers, we got Craig Waldron on with Herb Miller. And we got Malik and we got Vandenbos and Calander. Herb Miller pass at center off the wall to Malik. Drops it off to Herb Miller. A shot, pad saved by Schroeder. Rebound behind the Springboro net. Panthers have it. Grayson Sanders trying to split the defense. Over the Beaver line, moving in, point blank, a shot. Save made by Horseman. Rob Grayson Sanders, who rushed all the way down the ice. Here's Sanders again, a shot. Half save, rebound. They score. Relentless effort by Springboro captain Grayson Sanders. He was stopped on a couple of shots, but kept at it and finally is able to punch it in with Horseman down on the ice, and the Panthers cut the Beavercreek lead now to 3-2. Here's a pass to center off the draw. Here's Chase Newell. He's got a rebound. Corrigan poke checked away. He had a rebound opportunity, but it was poke checked off his stick right as he was trying to get the rebound on Newell's shot. Now here's Corrigan again, a shot. In and out of the mitt of Schroeder. Less than a minute to go in the period. Long clearing shot down the ice by the Panthers. That's icing.
Springboro goal with 1:22 remaining by number 77, Grayson Sanders, assisted by number 9, Luke Carroll, and number 3, Charlie Detmer. Number 77, Grayson
There's the announcement of the Springboro goal. It was Grayson Sanders, assisted by Luke Harold and Charlie Detmer. 46 seconds left in period 2. From the draw in the Springboro zone. It's carried back into the Beaver zone. Shot, stick save by Horseman. Rebound to the blue line. Shot by Johnson, blocked wide. Loose puck along this near wall. Held in by Belanger. Pad save on his shot by Horseman. Puck cleared ahead to Malik. Over the Panther line, checked by Huss behind the Panther net. 5 seconds left in the period. Here's a shot. Oh, stick save on Matt Haywood by Schroeder at the buzzer. Beavers almost able to rebuild that 2-goal lead before the end of the frame, but the stick save by Schroeder. And that's where we sit at the end of 2. It's Beavercreek 3 and Springboro 2. We've got another good game between these two teams, everybody. It's every time we get together with this Panther group.
living the excitement? I know it.
If we look at the games that these two teams have played this season, and you say, how could Beavercreek be 0-5 against Springboro, while in the league the Beavers are 5-3? Well, it's because only a couple of these games against Springboro so far are considered league games. The rest have just been non-league games scheduled to fill out the schedule. But the first game these teams played was December 5th. Panthers won 3-0. And then on December 20th, they won 3-2. Then on the very next day, this was during the Hobart Arena tournament. The very next day, the 21st, the Panthers won 3-2 again. And then on January 19th, they won 5-3. And then on January 30th, they won 3-2. So that's 3 one-goal games between these teams. And we've got another one here today, but so far the Beavers are up now 3-2, as they are going to try to upset the Springboro Panthers and move on to the Swashel championship game, which will be against the Alter Knights on Wednesday evening here in Kettering. Now, the Beavers do have an Ohio High School Athletic Association state district tournament game tomorrow, and that is against the Sylvania Southview team, and that's a team that the Beavers defeated 7-6 in a thrilling game in Troy during that holiday tournament that the Troy Trojans throw up at Hobart Arena. So recapping the scoring that we've got so far. First period, it was Ethan Malik assisted by Matt Haywood, and then in the second period, Chase Newroth assisted by Liam Corrigan, and then Chase Newroth unassisted. While for Springboro, it's been Charlie Detmer assisted by Grayson Sanders and by Dave Huss, and then Grayson Sanders scoring, assisted by Luke Harold and Charlie Detmer. That's where we're at, folks. 3-2 Beavers. What are your shots, Dave? So Dave's shots are Springboro with 27 shots on goal, Beavercreek 19. Are we set for a senior spotlight, Dave? For Hayden? All right, everybody, we're pleased to have a senior spotlight episode for you, and it is Hayden Drake. So back after the senior spotlight with Shotgun Drake. Score 3-2 Beavercreek after 2 periods of play. This is Beavercreek battling Beaver hockey.
Back with another edition of Senior Spotlight. And in this episode, we've got Hayden Drake. Hayden, we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And Hayden, now clear up my memory. Now, are you in your third season of Beaver hockey?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Now, anybody that's been watching Beaver hockey the last few seasons knows I call you the shotgun. And to my recollection, that started out in the alumni game back a few years ago. It was one of the first times I saw you, I think.
I think so.
And you just had a blast of a shot slap shot from near the blue line during that game, and I say that was like a shotgun blast. I think that's where that started. Tell us a little bit before we get into other biographical information about you. How did you develop such a big shot?
Honestly, I've practiced a lot over the years. A lot of my summers back when I was younger, it was just me outside shooting on the net from far back, working on my slap shots, wrist shots, snap shots, all of that. But I think it really started to excel when I played on stealth my freshman year and a little bit of my sophomore year. I think that's when my shot really started to excelling and getting how it is now.
Now we'll backtrack to your early days of your hockey activity. When did you first start playing?
I think I started playing when I was about 5 or 6, so about 13 years now.
Mm-hmm. Are you from here?
Yes, I'm from Beavercreek.
Okay. And have you always played defense?
Actually, no. I've played offense my whole life up until I reached high school. Mm-hmm. I tried out for the Dayton Stealth, and they didn't need any offensive players, but they saw how I skated, and they were like, "Can you play defense?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can play anything you need." So I just learned the position, and there's a lot of hard work that first year, but I think it's really paid off since.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you enjoy playing defense then?
Oh yeah, I really like it. I think I like it. I like it. I like offense and defense about the same, I'd say.
Would you consider defense more physical?
Oh yeah, 100%. You gotta pretty much hit any chance you can get. I mean,
you enjoy that?
Oh yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Well, tell us a little bit more about yourself. We ask all the guys, since they're seniors, what they're going to be doing after school. Do you have any idea yet?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to some sort of trade school. I'm thinking electrician maybe, or plumbing, or welding. I haven't made a decision yet, but definitely one of those three probably.
Well, I tell all the guys that say that they're going to go to trade school that it's a great field to get in, that they need tradesmen really bad. So that should be an outstanding job field for you. Tell us about how your career as a Beaver has unfolded. It started out. Were you on the 29-3 team a few years ago?
No, I wasn't.
You were the year after that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And how things have developed. You went from being a young player to now a veteran player. Do you find yourself trying to help tutor or mentor some of the young players now?
Yeah, I try to, as much as I can, in practice, when we're in games. If I see something that they could be doing better, or that they could fix, I try to inform my teammates. I try to let them know, just to get everyone at their best peak position. Mm-hmm. And yeah. And
tell me about Coach Gutterman and his staff. What kind of impression have they made on your life and your hockey career?
It's actually made a pretty big impact. When I came here, I saw that Coach Gut just wanted hard work all the time, everything you got, and I really liked that. It really inspired me to just put 100% in everything I do, to be honest. Mm-hmm. So I think it's made a pretty good impact on my life, Coach Gut and all the other coaches.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a real joy watching you these past few years. I'm going to miss that big shot, boy. I tell you what, I enjoy watching that But do you plan on trying to play anything, beer league or anything?
Oh yeah, definitely some beer league.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, well, I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of fun watching you. Hayden Drake, the shotgun, appreciate you joining us, and best of luck in the future. And as I say to all the guys, if you get back here to the rink, make sure you pop up and say hello.
All right, thank you, Kent.
Okay. Hayden Drake has been our guest in this edition of Senior Spotlight.
Three to two, Beavers lead it after 2 periods of play. Zamboni is making a couple more trips. We're at Kettering Ice Arena.
If they stop the clock, do I need to stop?
Kent Jacobs with you, along with our producer engineer Dave Vandenboss and our camera operator Curve Miller. Taking a look at what's happening right now and see if there's anything going on in the Olympic hockey. Sweden has knocked off Slovakia 5-3. Latvia over Germany 4-3. Italy, poor Italy, they're 0-3 and they got throttled by Finland by a score 11-0. The U.S. hockey team knocked off Denmark 6-3. Women's hockey, Canada over Germany 5-1. Switzerland beat Finland 1-0. And that's the Olympic hockey. Of course, the NHL is on pause until the games are over with. We're getting ready for the third period, everybody. Final 15 minutes in round 1 of the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League tournament. Game 1 today, Alter defeated the Troy Trojans by a score of 4-1. Here, it is 3-2, Beavercreek. Beavercreek's the number 3 seed in the tournament, Springboro number 2. We're all set. Beavers in the all black, Springboro in the white sweaters, blue trunks. Here's Chase Newrock over the Panther line, a shot, bad save by Schroeder. Newrock looking for a hat trick in this game. Puck dumped back into the Panther zone, played by Cannon Brown. Bangs it along the wall to Belanger. Couldn't control it. Loose puck held in by the Beavers. Vandenboss' shot. And that's caught by Landon Schroeder. Beavers change right away. Malik, Alfaro, Miller, Haywood, Vandenboss on. Face off in the Panther zone. Vanden Boss trying to pass it ahead from the blue line. It's off a stick over the glass. We got Harold, Sanders, we got Johnson, Detmer, Belanger on for Springboro. Belanger back to get it. Rims it around the far side to center. Puck's stolen by Grayson Sanders, a shot. Save made, puck rolling behind the Beaver net. And Beavers, Ethan Malik, or rather Zach Vanden Boss, clears it down the ice. Behind the Panther net, Malik. Malik from behind the net, shot, blocked, loose puck. Peyton Johnson rims it near side. Belanger to Detmer. Give and go pass is broken up. Loose puck Detmer over the Beaver line, crossing the right wing. Poke checked away by Alfaro of Beavercreek. Puck cleared away, icing against Beavercreek. Huss, Johnson, Kilgore, Keys, Murrow on for Springboro. We got Callander, Schrader, Corrigan, Newroth, and I think Vanden Boss over, or no, it's Briding, the other player on for Beavercreek. Shot toward the Beaver net is off a stick wide. Keys tries to center, broken up by Briding. Panthers still have it in the Beaver zone. Pass back to the left point, Warren Keys, a shot. Blocked and stolen by Chase Newroth. Over the Panther line, right wing. Checked by two Panthers. Still has it. Newroth. Right point, Callander lost it behind the blue line, and the Beavers have to retreat. Here comes Warren Keys. Keys bumped off the puck. Puck comes into the Beaver zone, cleared by Briding to center. Chipped back in the Beaver zone by Peyton Johnson. Loose puck. Oh, Murrow had it, but it came off his stick in the top of the slot in front of the Beaver net. Loose puck far corner. Chipped to center ice by Corrigan. Stolen away at center by Mikey Murrow. He'll backhand it into the Beaver zone. Cleared right back out, gets past Malik and down the ice. And icing against Beavercreek. 12:08 to go in the third period. Goals in this game for Beavercreek. 1 by Malik, 2 by Newroth. Goals for Springboro by Detmer and Sanders. From the face-off, Belanger clears into the Beaver zone. It's sent right back to him. He's right back over the Beaver line. A shot wide of the near goal post. Puck ricochets to center. Malik coming back the other way. Ethan Malik is sandwiched between two Panthers and lost the puck. There's a pass by Harold to Grayson Sanders over the Beaver line. A shot, stick save, turned aside by Big Hoss. Another shot toward the Beaver net, this one by Charlie Detmer, and a save made by Horseman. Beavers tomorrow afternoon from Bowling Green University against the South Point team that they played in Troy during the holiday tournament up there. South Point, Sylvania South Point is the name of that school. Tomorrow afternoon scheduled for 12:30. Beavers ice the puck, 11:05 to go in the third. Kilgore, Johnson, Keys, Huss on for Springboro. Beavers, we got Newroth taking the draw.
I like thinking about where the puck's going. It's like old Gretzky.
Russ Briding
Less herky-jerky on the camera.
takes it for Beavercreek, or Zach Briding, I'm sorry. Here's Dave Huss over the Beaver line, but it's called back on an offside. Huss was moving straight up the slot with that puck. The referee Rob Hoppy whistles it down, says, hey,
We need a goal.
got a Panther in ahead of the play. Face off outside the Beaver blue line, picked up by Chase Newroth. Racing into the Springboro zone, cutting to the side of the net, behind the net. Looking to make a play, now back to the blue line. Still has it, chipped to the head, but it's stolen by the Panthers. Backhanded to center by Gifford, but off of his stick. Now the Beavers' Evan Schrader takes a shot, pad save, rebound in front, and it's cleared to center by Peyton Johnson before Clayton Barkler could get to the puck. Come the Panthers over the Beaver line. We've got a trip, and are we going to have a penalty on that play or not? I guess they're going to say it's coincidental contact. .9:45 to go. Here is Huss barreling across center over the Beaver line, and he's poke checked by Briding again before he could move in on the Beaver net. Gavin Belanger dumps it in. It's played by Horseman to Malik, or rather Haywood. Here's Matt Haywood over the Springboro line, shooting, and a save made by Schroeder. Nice rush by Matt Haywood, and showing his afterburners as he flew in toward the Panther net and got a good shot off, but Schroeder had that angle covered at the posts. Here come the Panthers the other way. Detmer rushing the Beaver net. Centering for Sanders, but a little too far ahead of him. Beavers clear to the blue line. Belanger trying to hold it in. Belanger chips it over to this near side. Puck cleared behind the net. Harold rims it around, but it's stolen, and the Beavers clear it. Back to get it is Boom Boom Brown. Pass up ahead to the Beaver blue line off a stick. It's taken away by Briding of Beavercreek over the Panther line. A shot, and it's off a stick wide. Nice play by Zach Briding. Now back is Belanger over the Beaver line, trying to cut in a firing shot, and it's blocked wide. Beavers clear it and ice it, and the face-off will be back in the Beavercreek zone. 8:15 to play in the third. Johnson, Gifford, Murrow, Keys, and Huss on for Springboro. Malik, Alfaro, Haywood, Miller, and Malik on for Beavercreek. And the face-off in the Beaver zone. Beavers winning. Alfaro clearing it up ahead to Malik. He was looking to break out with it, but the pass was off the far wall a little bit too far ahead of him, and it carries all the way down the ice. Icing against Beavercreek. Face off in the Beaver zone, Murrow v. Malik. Malik wins the face-off. Beavers trying to clear it off the dasher wall towards center ice. It's stuck at the blue line. Murrow trying to chip it in the Beaver zone. Sent right back out, stealing it, Malik. There's a shot, and he was not able to get anything on it. Backhand shot by Malik. wide of the Springboro goal. He was trying to fight off 2 Panther defenders. Here comes Peyton Johnson, poke checked away nicely by the Beavers' Couch. Pass to Malik at center over the Springboro line. He's working 1-on-4 right now. It's a shot off and a save made by Schroeder. Beavers were in a line change. That's why he didn't have anybody with him down there. And now we've got a whistle as the play is stopped with 7 minutes even to go in the game, or at least in regulation, I should say. We have do we have an offside? Is that what it was? Looks like it was offside at the Beaver blue line. Chase Newroth against Grayson Sanders. Newroth wins the faceoff back to goalkeeper Horseman to Tyler Calander. Calander checked. Buck shot toward the Beaver net. Stick saved by Horseman. And Belanger unable to hold the puck in at the blue line, but it does carry all the way down for icing. So the faceoff will be back in the Beaver zone once again. 6:42 to go. The clock is soon to be an enemy of the Springboro Panthers. They're down 3-2. From the draw, Briding clears it to the center red line. Brown back to get it. Cannon Brown's pass intercepted by Newroth. Over the Springboro line. He's checked by Detmer, who steals the puck away. Clears it to the center. Tyler Calander will dump it in for Beavercreek. Out of the net, Schroeder sets it up for Belanger to Harold. He's checked. And now the puck is cleared to center. Zach Briding for Beavercreek. Pass ahead to Newroth. Newroth checks a Panther player, Harold, into the boards. Puck cleared back to the Springboro zone. Brown has it. Cannon Brown to Detmer at center. Give and go. Sanders over the Beaver line. Sanders trying to, set up Luke Harold right in front of the net, but the pass was a little too far ahead of him. Beavers come back. Curve Miller dumps it in and chases the puck down. Centering pass intercepted and cleared. 5:20 to go in the game. Cannon Brown rims it around to the blue line. It carries all the way back into the Beaver zone. Matt Haywood has it. Pass up ahead, Curve Miller. He'll dump it in the Springboro zone. It's cleared back out. Now dumped back in offside. Delayed offside. The Panthers have it. Huss. Pass to center. And it's stolen away by Corrigan. Corrigan a shot and a save made by Schroeder. I don't know what happened there. A Panther player, and I just kind of accidentally handed the puck right off to Liam Corrigan. Liam got a good shot off, but Schroeder the save, and he'll hold on to it. Face off in the Panther zone. It's Newroth. It seems like some jet lag is affecting some of the players here in the third period. It seems like the skating is a little bit slower. Play in the Beavercreek zone. Trying to steal the puck was Peyton Johnson, but it's cleared to center instead. Warren Keys dumps it from the red line back into the Beaver zone. Long pass to Newroth at center by the Beavers. Here's Newroth firing and off the glass behind the net. Warren Keys to Gifford at center. Gifford poke checked by Newroth. Newroth tied up by Keys. They shove each other. Loose puck back into the Beaver zone. Panthers hold it in. Now it's chipped to center. Austin Alfaro passes it into the Beaver zone. Back to get it into the Panther zone. Huss back to get it. Here's Huss being ridden into the wall by Mallett. Loose puck to Detmer. Detmer over the Beaver line right wing. Centering for Johnson in front. And it's broken up to the near wall, now into the corner. Huss after it. Loose puck, Sanders in front. Couldn't get a tip on the centering pass. Belanger centers. Loose puck right in front of the net. Sanders a shot. Save made and the puck pops over the crossbar. Horseman was looking for it. Now another shot with Horseman down. And what do we have? We got a shoving match. Horseman was down on the ice, right on the seat of his pants. The puck popped over the crossbar. It was centered back in front. Then there was pushing and shoving right in front of the net. Horseman's mask is off. The net was knocked loose. No goal on the play. It remains 3-2 Beavers. Well, we had looked like we were going to have a little melee. And do we have a timeout or what's happening? Or just a line change for the Beavers? 2:55 in regulation. Beavers in black lead 3-2. Face off in the Beaver zone. From the draw, Beavers win it. Vandenboss clears not out. Brown tried to hold it in. Cannon Brown from his knees trying to hold it in. Gets it to Belanger. Rims it around to the near corner. Behind the net now, Gavin Belanger. Back to Brown. He stood up at the blue line by Liam Corrigan. Puck rimmed back to this near corner. 2:25 to go. Detmer for Springboro. Back to the point. Boom, boom, Brown a shot. And a stick save by Horseman. Huss a shot blocked by Newroth. Loose puck, blue line. Huss a shot blocked by Corrigan. Puck cleared away down the ice. And Schroeder will let it go for icing against Beavercreek before Chase Newroth could catch up to it. Barnburner, everybody. We welcome you to Kettering Ice Arena, whether you're a Beaver fan or if we have Panther fans watching as well. Welcome to them. Very exciting contest from the draw in the Beaver zone. Matt Haywood sends it along this near wall. It's ricochets to center. Cannon Brown will dump it back in. Loose puck, Malik. Checked into the boards. Loose puck, Sanders. Left wing circle. Centers for Brown. It's tipped and blocked in front. And cleared away. It'll be icing against the Beavers. 1:32 to go. Sanders tried to set up Brown for a tip. And we've got an empty net now for Springboro as Landon Schroeder heads to the bench. So 6-on-5 attackers for Springboro, but their net is empty. And we're going to have a timeout for Springboro. Boy, oh boy, what a thriller. Woo! So the Panthers call timeout. Coach Kyle Miklas drawing something up for them, and Coach Gutterman of the Beavers and his staff are going to try to see if they can get the play down at the other end of the rink and get a empty net goal and put a capper on this one. 1:32 to play. Again, the goals scored in this game Beavercreek, 2 by Newroth, 1 by Malik. For Springboro, it's been Detmer and Sanders. No goals have been scored in the third period. It was 1-0 Beavercreek after 1. Both teams scored 2 goals in the second. All right, here we go. We got Calander, we got Corrigan, Schrader, Newroth, and Vandenboss on for Beavercreek, Sanders, Murrow, and I can't see the other numbers, right? Belanger, and we got Brown on for Springboro, and Detmer. 1:20 left, and there they go. They iced the puck. I don't want them to do that, but I'm not the coach. If the Beavers get the puck, I like them to try to get the puck beyond the center red line before they shoot toward that open net. But that's just me. I'm sure that net. Oh, here's Cannon Brown, a shot just wide of the near goal post. Beavers trying to clear it. Long shot. Chase Newell. He scores! Well, if you're Chase Newell, then you've got a rifle of a shot, and you're very accurate with it. And you shoot that puck from one end of the rink to the other, and he hit that puck right dead center of that Springboro net. Well, if you can do that, then go ahead. The Beavers now lead at 4-2. A hat trick for Chase Newroth. And I think they're going to save the puck for Chase, and that is going to go in the trophy case. From the draw, 1 minute to play in the game. Puck behind the Springboro net. Evan Schrader checking a Panther player into the corner wall. Loose puck, Chase Newroth, and they're just going to backtrack and kill time. Backtracking into his own zone was Newroth. And now they'll dump it into the Springboro zone. Cannon Brown back to get it. Pass up ahead. Over the Beaver line, Gavin Belanger, but Panther player ahead of the play over the Beaver blue line. It's offside. .20 seconds left. And the net is empty again at the Panther end of the rink. Schroeder to the bench, and again the Beavers ice the puck. 15 seconds to go. From the draw, play in the Beaver zone. Here's Detmer. Detmer behind the net, trying to center to Johnson. It's deflected off in the corner and cleared down the ice, and that's icing against the Beavers with 5 seconds to play. Beavers will be playing the Alter Knights, and it's a third altercation of the season on Wednesday night. They've split the season series 1-1. And game 3 between the Beavers and Knights will be for the Swatchel Championship. There you have it. It took 6 tries, but the Beavercreek Beavers finally knock off the Springboro Panthers, and it's in the most important game of the season that these two teams played against each other. Beavers win it 4-2. and advance to the Swashel Championship game on Wednesday night at 8:30 against those Alter Knights. What a thriller of a game today, and let's recap the scoring before we name the 3 stars of the game. First period, it was Ethan Malik, assisted by Matt Haywood. And after one, it was 1-0 Beavercreek. Second period, Chase Newroth got the first of his 3 goals of the game, assisted by Liam Corrigan. It was 2-0 Beavers. And then the Panthers came back. A goal was scored by Charlie Detmer, assisted by Grayson Sanders and by Dave Huss. That made it 2-1. And then Chase Newroth, his second goal unassisted, made it 3-1. And then toward the end of the second period, Grayson Sanders, assisted by Luke Harold and by Charlie Detmer. And that's the way it was at the end of 2 periods. The Beavers led it by a score of 3-2. The one goal for either team in the third period came with less than a minute to go. It was Chase Newroth. He took the puck from right at the side of his own net and rifled one down the ice toward the Springboro empty net, and he hit it right dead in the middle. It hit like right off where that crease is, where the net is tied together in the middle of the... Sealed the game at that point. Final score, Beavers 4 and Panthers 2. What were your final shots, Dave?
Beavers 28, Borough 39.
And for the game, Springboro, we have it out shooting the Beavers for the game. Shots on goal 39-28. Got a message from Jim Newroth. Hey, Jim says, way to go, Creek. Hat trick for Chase from Uncle Jim and the Lee Lake Newroths. So nice to hear from you, Uncle Jim. Well, let's calculate 3 stars for this game. What a thriller, everybody. I am going to give the number 3 star of the game will go to Grayson Sanders, the Springboro Panthers. Grayson, captain of the Springboro team, with a goal and an assist on this game. So 2 points for Grayson Sanders. He is the number 3 star of the game. The number 2 star was in net tonight for the Beavers, Big Haas. Gabe Horseman. Gabe with unofficially stopping 37 of 39 shots on the game. Just another outstanding performance for Haas. Number 2 star of the game. And the number 1 star goes without saying, a hat trick in this game. He really put the team on his shoulders. That's what the star player of your team often can do and often needs to do in a game like this. And Beaver captain Chase Newroth did that. He just put the Beavers on his shoulders and ripped in 3 goals in this game and wins it for the Beavers by a score of 4-2. Let's calculate not calculate, but name a hard hat for this game. That's hard hat. Dave, who's your hard hat for this game? Do you have any idea?
Ethan Malik.
That's a good pick. Ethan Malik. So Dave and I'll concur with Dave. Ethan Malik is our hard hat for this game. So again, the 3 stars: Grayson Sanders, number 3; Gabe Horseman, number 2; Chase Newroth, number 1. Hard hat, Ethan Malik. We got a message from, who is that? JPSI. Way to go, Creek. Nice to hear from you, JPSI. Nice to hear from you. And nice to hear from everybody that we heard from today. We heard from the Calanders. So we heard from Ben Drake. We heard from Ricky Henderson, Brenda Barker, and our pal Nancy Jeske. So nice to hear from everybody this evening. And game tomorrow from Bowling Green. I think it's Slate Arena or Slate Ice Center. 12:30 is the game against the Southview, Sylvania Southview. And the Beavers played them earlier in the season during the Hobart Winter Classic in Troy and knocked off Southview by really a thrilling score of 7-6. So if the Beavers can do that, then they'll play Clay High School in the second round of the regionals for the state tournament. That would be, I think, next Saturday. But for the Beavers, as far as the Swashel, the Southwest Ohio High School Hockey League, the championship game Wednesday night at 8:30 here at Kettering Ice Arena against you know who, those Alter Knights. It should be a very exciting game. These two teams have split the 2 games they played this season, so looking forward to a very exciting week. We hope to talk to you tomorrow from Bowling Green, and then Wednesday night for what should be a very exciting Swashel Championship game against Alter. Got a message from JPSI, says he's JP Smith's dad. Hey, nice to hear from you, Mr. Smith. Appreciate it. Hope everything's going well with JP, and nice to hear from everybody tonight. So, speaking for our camera operator, Curve Miller, and our producer, engineer, Dave Vandenmoss, Kent Jacobs from Kettering Ice Arena, reminding you once again the final score in the round 1 game of the Swashel tournament between the Beavercreek Beavers and the Springboro Panthers. The Beavers break the curse of the Panthers and winning in the 6th try against these Panthers. The Beavers were able to knock off Springboro tonight by a final score of 4-2. So until tomorrow afternoon, we'll bid you good night, everybody, from Kettering Ice Arena.